Welcome to the secret world of Israel-Morocco relations, where arms deals, espionage, and even murder are just part of the story. That's right folks, the recent announcement of normalizing ties between these two countries is just the tip of the iceberg. For almost 60 years, these nations have been working together like Batman and Robin, but keeping it on the down low like Bonnie and Clyde. So, grab your popcorn and get ready to uncover the fascinating history of cooperation between two nations who officially didn't acknowledge each other's existence. Let's dive in. Who knew that behind closed doors, Israel and Morocco were like two peas in a pod? They say opposites attract, but these two nations have more in common than you might think. For almost 60 years, they've been teaming up like a dynamic duo, tackling everything from military matters to intelligence operations and even Jewish migration. Fun fact, in the 1970s, Israel helped Morocco develop a military drone program, making it one of the first countries in the world to have such technology. But why have they been keeping it all under wraps? Well, it turns out Israel has a secret strategy, like a Bond villain, called the periphery strategy. This strategy involves reaching out to Arab countries that are further removed from the Israeli-Arab territorial dispute or that have hostile relations with Israel's enemies. It's like a game of chess, but with real-life countries as the pieces. So, next time you hear about Israel and Morocco, don't be surprised if they have more in common than you think. It's a secret friendship that's been going on for decades.
It all began with a migration, a king, and a smuggling operation. Before the creation of Israel in 1948, there was a large Jewish population in Morocco, many of whom would eventually migrate to the new state, making up one of the largest parts of Israel's population. Around 1 million Israelis today are from Morocco or descended from those who were, ensuring a deep, abiding interest in the country more than 2,000 miles away. But, like in any good fairy tale, there was a twist. When Morocco gained independence from France in 1956, it banned Jewish immigration. Enter Israel's spy agency, Mossad, who smuggled out many Jews, but the operation was exposed in 1961, when a Mossad ship carrying such migrants sank, killing most of those aboard. The next month, a new Moroccan king, Hassan II, took power, and Israel made a highly successful effort to cultivate him. Israeli agents even met with the Moroccan opposition leader, Mehdi Ben Barka, who asked for help overthrowing the king. Instead, the Israelis told King Hassan II of the plot. And thus began the secret relationship between Israel and Morocco, a bond forged in migration and espionage. But as you'll see, this is just the beginning of the story.
It was 1965 and the stage was set in Casablanca, Morocco for a meeting of Arab leaders and military commanders. Little did they know, they were about to become unwitting participants in one of the most significant intelligence coups in history. With the help of the Moroccan government, Israel's Mossad managed to bug the meeting rooms and private suites, giving them unprecedented insight into Arab thinking, capabilities, and plans. These recordings turned out to be vital to Mossad and the Israel Defense Forces in preparing for the 1967 war and contributed to their victory against Egypt. But this wasn't the only important moment that came out of this operation. The cooperation between Israel and Morocco during the Casablanca meeting was a turning point in their relationship, solidifying the bond of trust between the two nations. The success of this operation also cemented the reputation of Mossad as one of the best intelligence agencies in the world, and it's still considered as a hallmark of espionage till this day. So, the next time you hear about the 1967 war, remember the role that Morocco and this secret operation in Casablanca played in the conflict. It's a story that's straight out of a spy novel. Just when you thought the relationship between Israel and Morocco couldn't get any more dramatic, we have assassinations and espionage to top it all off. In the 1960s, Mossad located and helped lure Moroccan opposition leader Mehdi Ben Barka to Paris, where he was abducted, tortured, and killed by Moroccan and French forces with the aid of Mossad. But the cooperation between Israel and Morocco wasn't limited to one-time incidents. In the 1970s, Moroccan intelligence joined in an ultimately unsuccessful Mossad plan to recruit Osama bin Laden's secretary in order to find and kill the notorious terrorist. This level of cooperation on covert operations between these two countries shows the depth of trust they have in each other and how much they value the relationship.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the official normalization of ties between Israel and Morocco. It's like two exes finally getting back together after years of being apart. The announcement was made on December 10, 2020 by Donald Trump, who tweeted that he had brokered the deal and that Morocco would also be recognizing Israel. This normalization of ties marks a significant shift in the Middle East, as it is the fourth Arab country, after the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, and Sudan, to do so in 2020. This agreement also includes the re-establishment of diplomatic, commercial, and other relations between the two countries, and the opening of liaison offices in Rabat and Tel Aviv. Both countries will also accelerate economic cooperation in several sectors, and as a result, direct flights between Morocco and Israel will resume. This normalization of ties is a big step towards peace and stability in the region and opens new doors for cooperation and economic growth.
And that's a wrap, folks, on the secret history of cooperation between Israel and Morocco. We've uncovered decades of military and intelligence collaborations, espionage, and even assassinations. While the relationship between the two countries has had its ups and downs, it is clear that the cooperation and trust built over the years has been key in the recent normalization of ties between the two nations. But what does this all mean for the future? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: this is just the beginning of a new chapter in the story of Israel and Morocco. These two countries have a long history, with deep cultural and demographic links, and the recent formalization of their relationship might open opportunities for greater cooperation in the areas of economy, trade, and tourism. So, that's all for now, folks, but stay tuned for updates on this developing story. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the secret history of Israel and Morocco.